Let me see if I'm showing up. Okay, I am showing up on the screen, so I'm gonna. All right, hi everyone. I see that it's recording, so now I'm gonna share inside of group, our Friends and Health Facebook group. Here you go. Thanks everyone for watching. Here you go. I am live. My name is Nadya. I'm a certified health, life, and fitness coach, and I help men and women in the 50s to lose stubborn 20 pounds so they can finally fit in clothes they want to fit and keep it this way through a transformation of lifestyle and habit change. I'm also passionate advocate of Shaklee products beyond organic quality for your everyday use, from nutrition to skincare and healthy home. And today we're going to talk about deep breathing, the benefits and actually how to. So before we dive into the topic, if you like topics like this, I invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Natural Power 100. And also you can subscribe to a Thursday newsletter. If you are a subscriber, you probably received an invitation to our upcoming challenge and this video, live video. You can go to nadyatouch.com/newsletter, and I'm going to post all these links under the video, so don't worry. Also, if you kind of already know what you have to do, or maybe you don't even know where to start yet, and you really need, all of us need that daily motivation and inspiration in the wellness journey, please join our free but closed Facebook group, Friends in Health. That's where the whole fun is happening. Friends and Health Facebook group, and feel free to invite anybody that you feel will benefit from that. All right. So, deep breathing, benefits and how to. If you're watching live, please put in a comment live, or if you're watching in replay, please put in the comments replay. That will probably be a watching party or YouTube or any kind of replay that is not live. I wonder where you're from, by the way, what state or city you're in. And do you already practice deep breathing? So if you practice deep breathing, go ahead and type in the comments yes. If you're not practicing deep breathing, maybe you used to, not anymore, or not at all, never kind of even gotten into it, type in no. So I will have an idea who is here doing what. Let me see if I can refresh the screen. I see my screen live, but I don't see yet the comments. So feel free to communicate among each other. And I see that you're watching, but I don't see the comments yet. So I wonder if I can do one thing. I just type in no. Okay, I'm gonna hear myself. All right, now I can see your comments live. Hello, Fairfield. Sharon, you are in Murphy. All right, practice. All right, very good. Thank you very much. And you know, when I was thinking about this concept, usually I go and research the topic a little more deeper, and I ask myself a question. So why would I want to benefit from, what will be the benefits of the deep breathing? Well, I practice it, so I know the difference. Just like today, the morning at the health club is very intense. It starts from 5 o'clock in the morning, sometimes earlier, and it lasts until about 1 p.m. nonstop, which means I am seeing people after people after people nonstop. And I was actually thinking today, how many people do I usually see until the point I feel I'm so overwhelmed emotionally that it becomes really hard to continue throughout my day with the clarity of mind, with that positivity, and not feeling that I'm emotionally and physically drained. So this is my example. It's actually not that many. But in the middle of the day, that's where it feels the most, where I either need a nap or I need an energy drink, Can you relate with me? Or I need something, pick me up 3, 4, 2 p.m. for some of us, right? So if you're one of those folks who need in the middle of the day, pick me up, let me know. So it's that feeling overwhelmed. It's almost acceptable in our society to be busy. If you usually ask people, how are you? And do you get a response, busy? Or people say, oh, just fine. And then if you ask another question, you will hear busy. So busyness becomes a norm. And we just wake up and we go nonstop throughout the day. That's intense. That's what I call busy, intense. Murphy, Texas, yes. Very little deep breathing except for during yoga. Nice. Yes. I don't make a comment about that. Yes. Mhm. Thank you very much for your comments. And now another aspect being busy in our daily life is this multitasking. So really, if you look at it, what's multitasking is switching the tasks, and your brain is really feeling overwhelmed with all these things you got to do, switching from one task to another, which we call multitasking. That's overwhelming. There's no time to breathe there, isn't it? And they're always looking for something else. We're always looking at what's next. We always want something in the future, more, better. There's just not enough, just no way to be in the present moment. We are looking into what's next, what's coming up, what am I going to say, where I'm going to go, how much money am I going to make, how much weight am I going to lose. So it's the chasing the carrot, I call, for our future. Twice a day keeps the balanced during my busy day. So Bob is saying meditation twice a day keeps me balanced during my busy days. All right. And it's interesting that it is this type of lifestyle is very acceptable in our society. So if I do not ever hear that person is not busy, maybe one person I'm thinking about who is retired, but it's just busy, even retired, it's just busy. And if you say I'm not busy, it almost feels weird or something is wrong, isn't it? So can you relate to that? If you can relate to that, say yes, or hashtag busy. And really what's happening now, one of the aspects that I teach in health coaching sessions is through our 90-day transformational program, when clients want to lose weight, and we're thinking about, first of all, the food, counting calories, and we're thinking about exercise, isn't it? So it kind of, we're thinking of in these terms, but really what's happening is, so imagine what you eat. The 25% of what you eat is actually the meal, the food. But the 75% is who you are being. And your autonomic system, nervous system, is made of parasympathetic and sympathetic system. So if you've been connected with me for a while, you probably have heard this connection between these two systems. So the parasympathetic system, they're both autonomic. So they're both natural reactions of your body. It's something you cannot control. Okay, so the parasympathetic is also known as rest and digest. Pay attention, rest and digest. So that's what I'm saying, that 75% of your digestion is who you're being. So when you're thinking about counting calories, I wonder, maybe the first thing to consider is actually, when you're eating, are you eating under stress or not? And so the optimal state for digestion is the restful state. That's where your metabolic power works the highest, works the most, where you are at rest. And the other one, for the sympathetic system, you probably heard of flight and fight response. So again, it's the autonomic, it's the natural responses by your body, what's happening. So the textbook example is when the lion is chasing you. If you just had lunch and the lion is chasing you, your body is not going to digest your food. The body is going to turn off and turn on towards getting the blood into your head for clear thinking, blood into your hands and your feet for running. And guess where the blood is going away from? Is that your midsection. Cortisol kicks in, that's our stress hormone, and your body is focusing on managing the stress. It's not focusing on relaxation and digestion. So imagine if you're having overwhelmed day after day after day after day. It's not that immediate stress, it's actually your ongoing stress, but your body doesn't know the difference. For the body, it's still the same thing. You're being chased by the lion. Physiologically, your body is responding the same. So imagine if you have this chronic stress, even if it's a little stress, it's still the stress and the body responds in the same way. So now, no wonder if you're thinking, how can I lose the weight around my tummy? Well, the question is, how is your everyday life? Are you under stress? Are you eating under stress? The most calories are burned is where your metabolic power is really goes high. And the way to keep your metabolic power high is to really, the first one, the only one, is to relax. When you're relaxing, the deep breathing I'm talking about, you are delivering through this deep breathing, you're delivering the oxygen into your body in a bigger volume. The oxygen goes throughout your body, clarity of thinking, relaxation, you assimilate more nutrients. If you just had lunch, the whole body is responding by raising the temperature of your body, which is again the metabolic power. So you even burn more calories throughout the day if you are more rested throughout or relaxed throughout the day. Does it make sense? Can you go ahead and put some comments for me? Busyness is something of a badge of honor of our society, isn't it? Yes, yes, yes. Have you actually, the last point here on the food, I know I'm focusing so much on the food, but because it's such a big hot topic for our societies to lose weight, and we're always busy, interesting connection, isn't it? So have you ever noticed when you're just ate a full meal and you still feel hungry, like almost like mentally you still feel I'm not full? Well, again, the same question, ask yourself a question. Am I eating under stress? If you're eating under stress, now we know that your system kicks in managing your stress by not actually digesting, by delivering the blood in your head, in your hands, in your feet for a quick response. It's a fight and flight response. It's not the digest and relax response. Okay. The first, the easiest, and the difficult answer is to relax. Which raises your metabolism. I think I mentioned quite a few of benefits of deep breathing already. You probably heard from me is you digest better, assimilate nutrients better. This will be mine, is the clarity of mind and thinking. Really, you will notice how much more attentive you are, less forgetful you are. Your mind is so sharp, like you're a school-age student. You remember things. It just feels amazing You feel awake in terms of really fully awake to the potential of what your body can do. All right. And, interesting. Sometimes I hear, well, if I take time to deep breathe, meditate, and all that, I'm actually taking time out of my day. I'm so busy. How can I do all that? And then take time to meditate. Well, now imagine when you're feeling so overwhelmed, by the middle of the day, you're just feel like you're gonna crash and your attention goes down, your energy goes down, you're irritated, procrastination starts possibly, and you're just dragging your feet throughout the day. On the contrary, when you take time to relax, meditate, deep breathe, do yoga, you get your peace back to you, the energy back to you. You relax your mind, you relax your body. Guess what happens? That you become more effective, more clear, more fast, if I can say, throughout the day, because you can keep going. It's almost like giving you the second breath. You're not going to drag your feet. You're not going to get frustrated that easily. You actually will have more stamina against the emotional disappointments and all that doesn't really serve us. You have more, that's the key word that I know I wrote down. Let me see, resilient. It's not the word that comes to my mind easily. You become more resilient to stressors around your life. You really are more effective throughout the day. You get more things done with effectiveness, with the vision, with the clarity. You become functioning on the higher level than you are when you're so tired, overwhelmed, and dragging your feet. Do you see that comparison? All right. Another thing that I was thinking about in terms of benefits, I mentioned it slightly here, is when your body is rested, you bring that peace to yourself, peace of mind, peace of body. You've got the clarity and the openness to actually see clearly your future, your vision. Because the body is not focusing on, because this word comes back to me, dragging your feet throughout the day, how to manage energy and all that. It's almost kind of on the physical level, managing your body, but because your body is so rested, you have that openness to dream bigger, to see the vision and to act towards vision and have that clarity. Brandon Burchard keeps talking about the clarity of number one for high performance individuals. All right. So I see some comments. I need to relax more to burn more calories. There you go. Yes, when you relax, your body is in a stress and digest response. You've got higher metabolism. Metabolism is burning calories. Quality of food and how it is eaten seems important to me. Eating on the run and on the get hungry rather than well nourished is very different than healthy eating. I like the digest and relax response. Who doesn't, right? All right. And with that said, if I'm on the go and I really know that I need to eat and I just don't have time, well, it happens to all of us, right? I prepare for that beforehand. I actually prepare the food that I can eat on the go, but it's a light meal. For example, a cup of fruit or a batch of nuts that even if I eat, I will get hungry pretty soon. And that's where I'm ready for a meal because I'm ready to sit down and relax. So it's really planning ahead as well. Okay. So do you see the benefits of relaxing? Please say yes if you do. Hi, Dory. Thanks for watching. And no, it may sound to you, okay, it all sounds good. So how do I do that? I just can't relax on demand. How do you do that? Well, so one of the easiest, I'm moving towards ways to actually relax. We're talking about deep breathing. There's so many different ways to use the deep breathing in your daily life. I'm not talking about yoga once a week. That's not enough. It's great, but it's only once in very many hours that you got throughout the week, 7 days. I'm talking about using it as your daily habit. What will you be able to do? Well, there are several options. You can even write them down or go ahead and request if you would like me to type them in as a list. Sharon mentioned yoga. Yes, in yoga, you do practice deep breathing. You practice breathing with your movements. Okay, I got your yes. You're focusing on balance of your body moves and your breathing. That was actually probably my introduction to deep breathing, where I really deeply realized, wow, I can actually combine my breathing with my movement. And now I do it regularly with yoga, with my running, with the workouts. You know, I ask you with workouts quite a bit how to breathe properly. Just the breathing is a part of your body, it's a part of your daily life. Okay, so yoga will be an amazing way, but again, how can we include the daily deep breathing? I used quite a bit, not much anymore, but still guided meditation is good. If you find like deep breathing, guided meditation, that will be amazing. You can actually focus on that. So next one is you can just be silent. Let's say if you have 3 minutes, you arrived to the meeting earlier, or I've done it in the past. I arrived to the meeting on time, 1-2 minutes late, but I'm just feeling so overwhelmed that I know it's not going to serve the person, neither me, if I'm walking into the meeting overwhelmed. Here's what I do. I send a text message. We'll be there in 3 minutes. What I do, turn the music off in the car if it's there, and I just close my eyes and I spend 2 minutes sitting in silence, working on my breathing. And the breathing I use, if you've heard Ujjayi breath, I believe that's what's in yoga as well. Ujjayi breath is where you inhale, you hold, and then you slowly exhale. It takes about 10 times, 2 minutes. You will be amazed how your body is relaxed in those 2 minutes. If you have 30 seconds, do 30 seconds. You will be amazed what your body can do even in 30 seconds. All right, so my invitation, I'll just take a quick pause here, and my invitation to you, if you're still, let's practice this Ujjayi breath. So if you can actually close your eyes, have your feet on the floor, sit softly in the chair. Let's practice, let's say 5 times that Ujjayi breath, so you will feel how it actually feels when you do that. Okay, are you ready? Go ahead and type for me, ready. All right, very good. So go ahead and close your eyes, and I'm going to walk you through this meditation. Take an inhale on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I just did it wrong. Let's do it again. And inhale on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give me 2 more breaths on your own. Go ahead and count inside. And go ahead and notice the sounds around you. Notice the sound of my voice or the sound of your inside voice. Maybe red lights under your eyelids, the soft chair you're sitting, warm hands that you're feeling. Just feel your body, feel your breath. All right. So we did about 5.5. I believe the first one was not the same. So 5 deep breaths takes about 1 minute. 10 breaths takes about 2 minutes. So what happens when you deep breathe, you actually trick your nervous system by giving a signal to your brain that you're relaxed. So from overwhelmed to relaxed, you can switch your nervous system in a few seconds to 2 minutes. So your brain starts thinking, I thought I was a nervous wreck. Now I'm breathing deep. I must be relaxed. So your nervous system becomes relaxed. And really, this costs nothing. We can do it anywhere, anytime. So let's say you don't have time to meditate. Let's say this is the day where it's crazy. I invite you to take that crazy day as a challenge, good challenge for you, and still use deep breathing. How? For example, the example comes to me. I gotta wash the dishes. Wash the dishes and still use Ujjayi breath, or just use the breath and focus on it. You will be amazed how peaceful your body becomes. If you're driving, take longer breaths and be concentrated on the road and focus on your breathing. You will be amazed how much calmer your body will become. Okay, so focusing on your deep breathing in silence, one of the ways. Another way, if you're doing transcendental meditation, it's focusing on your mantra. It's 20 minutes twice a day, where 3 minutes you have rest right after the meditation. That's another way to use your relaxation time, deep breathing. You're not really focusing on your breath, but it's just a natural process of this type of meditation. All right, well, so guided meditation, focusing on your breath in the silence, or focusing on your breath while guided meditation, focusing on your mantra in transcendental meditation, taking deep breaths in between your activities or during your activities. Do yoga, but you can do yoga every day, right? At least twice a week. Okay, it's up to you, it's your choice, but what I invite you to take deep breaths every day, twice a day, or during and between your activities. Who is for it? It's the challenge for 5 days next week. Let's do it together. So I'm inviting you to a challenge. We call it Deep Breathing Challenge. We are starting it next week inside of Friends and Health Facebook group from Monday to Friday. We're going to deep breathe together. So the challenge is really just to take time or take opportunity to deep breathe, whether it's your meditation, whether it's just a few seconds here and there, but at least twice a day, find the way to take deep breaths. So who is for the challenge? If you're in, go ahead and type, I'm in. If you're watching it in replay and you're not watching it inside of Friends and Health Facebook group, make sure that you join Friends and Health Facebook group, because that's where it's going to happen. All right, go ahead and type in, I'm in. I'm looking forward who is joining us. So in the morning, we will post just a motivational post to get you in going for using the challenge that day, be present to it. And at the end of the day, that's where we will invite you to go ahead and put the comments how you used deep breathing that time. And also pay attention when you use the deep breathing, how much more present you are to that moment that you are in. You're not so much focusing towards the future, you're focusing towards what's currently happening, how much presence and consciousness in that moment. All right, I am looking forward to who is joining us for the challenge. I'm in, excellent. And pay attention, it's the Friends and Health Facebook group from Monday to Friday next week. I'm excited. Also, when you walk in the evening and post your comments, please also post how you did it, at least twice a day, and what way you did your deep breathing. And maybe even what reflections, what difference that you saw during and after that deep breathing. Okay, very good. Thank you so much for joining this deep breathing conversation. And I will see you in the Community of Friends and Health Facebook group. Leave me a comment before you go. What was your main appreciation from this session? And I will see you in the challenge. Have a great weekend.